Hi, I'm recording an explainer for the in-square function. The purpose of this function is to determine whether a point given by x and y is inside a square. So we'll start with the center of the square being 150, 100. And then to make our lives easy, we are going to measure the distance from the center of the square to the edge of the square. We'll call that d for distance. So actually, the side of the square is 2 times d. Okay? So now we have a point x and y, and we're trying to figure out if this point x and y is in the square. So first of all, let's figure out whether x could possibly be in the square. So we'll just look at x by itself. So we'll draw a little number line for x. And now the center of the square in the x-axis is 150. And then you could go over that whole distance d, and then that would be the left side of the square. Or you could go that distance d to the right, and that would be the right side of the square. So the left side of the square is 150 minus d, and the right side of the square is 150 plus d. So now we're wondering if you have what values for x would be inside the square. So horizontally speaking, where are you allowed to be and potentially be inside the square? So you're inside the square when 150 minus d is less than or equal to x, less than 150 plus d. Okay? And now do the same thing for y. Same analysis for the y coordinate. So, the y coordinates are going to go up and down. The center of y is going to be 100. I suppose technically speaking, in the computer coordinates, which is kind of ugly to think about, we would do 100 minus d to go up, and we'd go positive d to go down. So this means that the y coordinates are potentially in the square if 100 minus d is less than or equal to y, less than or equal to 100 plus d. Okay? So if you take these two pieces of information together, you should be able to write your in square function. So my in square question mark function takes in x and y and the d, which is the distance from the center of the square to the edge. And you'll just go, you'll combine these two conditions, the condition for x and the condition for y. Hope this helps.